Namaste and welcome you all. Since our last 4 lectures, we have been discussing about various basic concepts of marginal costing technique. In our first lecture, we have discussed fixed cost. In second lecture, we discussed variable cost. In third lecture, we have discussed contribution. And in our last lecture, we have discussed what is meant by BEP or break-even point. As we discussed in the last lecture, BEP, break-even point, means the point of sales when the total cost and total sales are exactly equal. Suppose 10 rupees sales, 10 rupees cost, both are equal, so there is no profit, no loss. That stage known as break-even stage, as we have discussed in the last lecture. The meaning of BEP stage and when that BEP stage comes, we had discussed in our last lecture. When BEP step comes, when BEP stage comes, when our total contribution becomes exactly equal to our total fixed cost, and then automatically our total cost and total sales also becomes exactly equal, then break-even stage comes, that is no profit no loss stage comes. So in last lecture we have discussed what is mean by BEP stage and when that BEP stage comes. So what today we are going to do, now we are going to understand the BEP analysis or CVP analysis. Both are one and same. BEP stands for break-even point. Break-even point analysis or CVP analysis. CVP stands for cost volume profit. Cost volume profit analysis means in that analysis we judge the impact of change in volume of sales on cost and profit. That is known as CVP analysis. Means CVP analysis and BEP analysis are one and same. Today what we are going to discuss, how to draw a break-even chart. How to draw the break-even chart and how to construct a break-even point. How to construct a break-even point we are going to discuss today. So we have one example. This box has one example. With the help of that example or information given in that example, we are going to draw a break-even chart. So let's start. Output means total number of sales which are sold. 1,25,000 units. Sales units are 1,25,000. And sales in rupees, total sales in rupees is 5 lakh. Then variable cost, that is total variable cost of 1,25,000 units, which is rupees 2,50,000. Then total fixed cost is rupees 1 lakh. Then selling price per unit, SPPU, selling price per unit. Selling price of a single unit is rupees 4 and per unit variable cost. Per unit variable cost is rupees 2. Means variable cost of making a single unit is rupees 2. With the help of data given in this example, now we are going to construct a break-even chart. So how to construct a break-even chart? First of all, we have to draw the y-axis and x-axis. Okay. First of all, we have to draw y-axis, vertical line. Then we have to draw a x-axis, that is horizontal line. Horizontal line called as x-axis and vertical line called as y-axis, as we know. Which variables we have to show, which variables or factors we have to show on y-axis, which variables we have to show? Sales in rupees and cost in rupees. Sales in rupees and cost in rupees, these two variables we have to show on y-axis. And what we have to show on x-axis? On x-axis we have to show sales in number of units. Number of units sold, that is output. In number of units, how many units are sold? Units sold we have to show on x-axis and on y-axis we have to show sales in rupees and costs in rupees. before starting or before drafting break-even chart, what we have to do? First of all, we have to draw y-axis and x-axis. And which variables we have to show on x-axis? Sales units. Sales units. And on y-axis, sales in rupees and cost in rupees. Then second question, how many points should be shown on x-axis and how many points should be shown on y-axis? So how many points should be shown on x-axis and y-axis? That it depend upon the variables. So two variables we have to show. We have to show output at x-axis and sales at y-axis. So how many points to be drawn on x-axis and y-axis? This number of points should be same on y-axis and x-axis. You can see on x-axis there are 5 points and on y-axis also there are 5 points. Okay. So how we can decide how many points we have to draw? First, two variables, output and sales. So generally we should make 5 or 10 variables. Then we can draft a good quality chart. Okay, so both variables we have to divide by a common figure. So 1,25,000 and 5 lakh, if both variables are divided by common figure, suppose 5, then 1,25,000 divided by 5 will be 25,000. So every point on x-axis, that is of output, will be of 25,000. 1,25,000 divided by 5. First point 25,000, second 25,000, that is 50,000. 25 plus 25, 50 plus 25, 75 plus 25, 100 plus 25, 125. And these figures, x-axis figures, are given in thousands. In thousands means 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, that is 1 lakh, and 125,000, that is 1,25,000. And on y-axis, it divided by 5, then 25,000. Difference between 2 points is of 25,000. And if you divide sales by 5, then 5 lakh divided by 5, result will be 1 lakh. So difference between y-axis point will be of 1 lakh. So first point 1 lakh, plus 1 lakh 2 lakh, plus 1 lakh 3 lakh, plus 1 lakh 4 lakh, plus 1 lakh 5 lakh. Total 5 points on y-axis we have drafted and 5 points on x-axis we have drafted. First of all, what we have to do? Draft y-axis vertical, then horizontal x-axis we have to draw. Then we have to decide which variables we have to take on y-axis. What we have to show on y-axis? Sales rupees and cost rupees. Sales in rupees and cost in rupees we have to show on y-axis while drafting break-even chart. And what we have to show on x-axis? Output in units, or we can say number of sales units or sales in units. On x-axis we show sales units and on y-axis we show sales in rupees. That is difference. On x-axis sales in units, on y-axis sales in rupees. Okay, we have decided what to show on y-axis, what to show on x-axis. But now how many points to be shown on x-axis and y-axis? Equal points we have to show on y-axis and x-axis. And how to decide how many? Generally 5. If we make 5 points or 10 points, then our chart quality will be good. So we have to divide these two variables, variables on x-axis and variables on y-axis. We have to commonly divide. So output and sales are two variables. If we divide it by 5, then 1,25,000 divided by 5, 25,000. So each point is made on in the difference, means between 2 points there is a difference between 25,000. So 5 points on x-axis and 5 points on y-axis. 5 lakh divided by 5, 1 lakh. So difference between each point on y-axis is 1 lakh. So we have made 5 points on x-axis and 5 points on y-axis. Now here we have discussed the basic concept before drafting chart. So how to draft a chart, basic things we have discussed. Now we can start our BEP analysis. So x-axis shows what it shows, sales units, that is output, number of units sold, 0. This is 0, not O. 0 to 25,000, 50,000, increasing, number of units sold increasing, 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 1 lakh, 25,000. Then on y-axis, sales and costs in rupees, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh and 5 lakh. These are the sales and costs. So when we draw y-axis and x-axis, and when we show variables like sales units and sales in rupees and cost in rupees, and when we depict points on these axes, then what we have to do? Then first of all, means what we get, we will get y-axis and x-axis ready by doing this. Then what we have to do? First of all, we have to draw the fixed cost line. First step, after drawing y-axis and x-axis, what we have to do? First, draw the fixed cost line or fixed cost curve. How much is our fixed cost? 1 lakh. Fixed cost means which cost? Which doesn't changes with the changes in the volume of output, like salary, like rent. Whether suppose rent is 1 lakh, that fixed cost in the form of suppose rent. If whether you manufacture or not, you will have to pay the rent. Means suppose you have manufactured 0 units, even though 1 lakh rent you will have to pay. Means at 0 level also your fixed cost is 1 lakh. And if you are making 25,000 production, even though fixed cost will remain 1 lakh. It is not like that. Suppose we have taken a plant on rental basis and 1 lakh is the rent. If we have not manufactured, so we cannot say we will not pay rent because we have not manufactured a single unit. It is in our custody. Plant is in our custody. So we will have to pay the rent, that is suppose 1 lakh rupees. Suppose you have manufactured 25,000, it will save. If you have manufactured 50,000 or up to your maximum capacity, your rent amount will not increase. It will remain same. That types of cost are known as fixed cost, and this fixed cost is rupees 1 lakh. So you can see. So cost we have to show on y-axis. So cost we have to show on y-axis, and how much is the cost, which is 1 lakh. So first point, this is our fixed cost, 0 to 1 lakh. Fixed cost of how many units? Whatever units you manufacture, 1 lakh rupees fixed cost will remain same. Means if you manufacture 25,000, 50,000, 75,000 or 1 lakh or 1,25,000, your fixed cost 1 lakh, suppose rent, will not change. It will remain constant. That's why such cost known as fixed cost. That's why. So 0 unit also your cost is 1 lakh. 25 units also cost is 1 lakh. 50,000 also cost is 1 lakh. 75,000 also cost is 1 lakh. 1,25,000 then also your fixed cost is 1 lakh. So if you draw fixed cost line, that will be always fixed cost line, always parallel to x-axis, and which is horizontal and parallel to x-axis always. So you will draw first fixed cost 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is maximum output is 1,25,000 units. 1,25,000 units and fixed cost 1 lakh. So this point we have to create, and we have to draw 1 lakh fixed cost line. After making y-axis, x-axis, what we have to do? Draw the fixed cost line. Now we have drawn fixed cost line. Then second, what we have to do? We have to draw sales line or sales curve. So 0 sales level, 0 sales. This is 0 sales. Then how many total sales we have sold? 1,25,000 units we sold. From 0 to 1,25,000. 1,25,000 units we have sold at rupees 4. Selling price per unit is 4. 1,25,000 into rupees 4 is equal to sales rupees 5 lakh. So our sales is 5 lakh. 1,25,000 units sold at rupees 5 lakh. So sales point, we get the highest sales point. So from 0 to 1,25,000, that will be our sales. That will be our sales line or sales curve. 0 units and 1 lakh 20 up to 1,25,000. 1,25,000 units sold at rupees 4. 1,25,000 into 4 is equal to 5 lakh. So 5 lakh cost in rupees, and that cost is of sales in rupees 5 lakh and sales in units 1,25,000. So x axis and y axis we have to link. So then we get the sales point. Then we have to join that sales point to 0. When we join this sales point and 0, then we get the sales line. You can say this is a sales line. What we have done, first we have drawn fixed cost line, which is parallel to x axis, because fixed costs remain same. It doesn't increase or decrease whether you increase the production or decrease the production. Suppose you have increase production or decrease production, your fixed costs remain same. So first we have drawn fixed cost line. Second, what we have drawn? We have drawn sales line. 1,25,000 units sold at rupees 4. So sales units 1,25,000, sales in rupees 5 lakh. So we have joined that 2 and we got the sales point, and we have joined that sales point to 0. Then we got the sales line. This is our sales line. 0 to 5 lakh. 5 lakh is our sales. Fixed costs we have drawn, sales line we have drawn. Next, what we have to do? We have to draw total cost line. Total cost line. So total cost line means, total cost means fixed cost plus variable cost. So how much is our total cost? Fixed cost 1 lakh, variable cost 2,50,000. Means total 1 lakh plus 2,50,000. Total 3,50,000 is our total cost. So we have to draw total cost line. From which point we have to start total cost line? At fixed cost point. Whether you manufacture 0 unit or highest units, your fixed cost will remain same. So your total cost will not start from 0. Your total cost line will start from fixed cost. Fixed cost, because 1 lakh is our fixed cost, and your total cost will start from that fixed cost line. Means 1 lakh your fixed cost plus 2,50,000. Total 3,50,000. So 3,50,000 is our total cost. 1 lakh your fixed cost, variable cost 2,50,000. Total 3.5 lakh, or we can say 3,50,000. So 3,50,000 cost in rupees. Cost in rupees, and it is the cost of 1,25,000 units. This total cost is of 1,25,000 units. So 1,25,000 units, its cost 3,50,000. Then we get the total cost point. Then we get, when we join cost of 1,25,000 units, which is 3,50,000. Then if we join these two, then we get total cost point, and that total cost point where we have to join? At fixed cost point. So total cost point we will join to fixed cost line. So fixed cost point, total cost point and fixed cost point we will join. Then what we will get? We will get this line, which is known as total cost line. Total cost, which is rupees 3,50,000. 1 lakh is our fixed cost plus 2,50,000, that is total 3,50,000 is our total cost. So total cost line will start from 1 lakh. This is our fixed cost plus variable cost 2,50,000. Total 3,50,000 is our total cost. So what we will get? Fixed cost line first, second sales line, and third total cost line. When we draw total cost line, that total cost line will intersect the sales line. You can see this is our sales line and this is our total cost line. These are intersecting each other. Means the point created by the intersection of sales line and total cost line called as break even point. If you draw total cost line and sales cost line, sales line, then you get the point BEP point. If you draw sales line and total cost line, the point which is created by the intersection of these two lines called as break even point. Point created by intersection of sales line and total cost line, the point created is this, and that point called as break even point. Why it is called as break even point? Means break even point means the sales point where total cost and total sales are same, means no profit no loss point. You can see this is no profit no loss point. How? Your sales is 2 lakh. Okay, this is your sales line. So your sales is 2 lakh. Your total cost line, this is your total this is your total cost line. Your total cost is also 2 lakh. At this point your total cost is 2 lakh, your total sales also 2 lakh. Sales line 2 lakh sales, total cost line 2 lakh total cost. Total cost 2 lakh, total sales 2 lakh. Is there any profit? No. Is there any loss? No. That's why it is a stage of BP, no profit no loss stage. That's why the point created by the intersection of sales line and total cost line, that point known as break even point. And break even sales is rupees 2 lakh. Break even sales is rupees 2 lakh. So we have discussed how to draw break even point. Y axis, X axis we have to draw fixed cost line, then we have to draw sales line, then we will draw total cost line, and that while drawing total cost line, that total cost line intersects sales line, and the point where these two lines intersect, that point known as break even point. Automatically we get the break even point. When you intersect total cost line to sales line, immediately automatically you get the break even point. You can see sales is also 2 lakh and your total cost is also 2 lakh. No profit no loss stage means BP stage. So we have discussed break even point, how to construct the break even point. Now other items or other factors we are going to discuss now. This is our total sales 5 lakh. Okay, 0 to 5 lakh is our total sales in rupees. If we break that total sales, if we cut that total sales into two parts, first part up to BEP sales, first part up to BEP sales, that is BEP sales 2 lakh, and second part is 3 lakh. 5 lakh total sales less 2 lakh is equal to remaining 3 lakh. So that remaining part will be called as margin of safety. Margin of safety. Margin of safety in rupees, which is rupees 3 lakh. Means what we can say? Sales we can separate into two parts. First part will be called as BEP sales, and if we deduct BEP sales from total sales less BEP sales, then what is remain? Second part, which will be known as margin of safety. Means we can say margin of safety means, or how it is to be calculated, total sales less BEP sales is equal to margin of safety. Total sales is 5 lakh less BEP sales 2 lakh, 3 lakh will remain, and that remaining 3 lakh will be called as margin of safety. Means margin of safety is nothing but part of sales. Margin of safety is nothing but part of sales. If we deduct if you deduct BEP sales from total sales, then we get the margin of safety. In other words, we can say excess of total sales over BEP sales called as margin of safety. Total sales 5 lakh less BEP sales 2 lakh is equal to 3 lakh will be margin of safety. Okay. So we have discussed break-even sales and margin of safety sales. Okay. Now we are going to understand the various contents of BEP sales. BEP sales is 2 lakh. So what are contents of BEP sales? This is our BEP sale, which is rupees 2 lakh. So fixed cost 1 lakh plus 1 lakh variable cost of BEP units. This is variable cost of BEP units. These are BEP units, and this is cost of variable cost of BEP units. Okay. Fixed cost 1 lakh point. You can see fixed cost. Your total cost is 3,50,000. 3,50,000 total cost of 1,25,000 units. This is your total cost. This is fixed cost. This is total variable cost. You can see this portion is fixed cost. This portion is fixed cost. Then this portion is total variable cost 2,50,000. 1 lakh fixed cost plus total variable cost, which is 2,50,000. Total variable cost 2,50,000 plus fixed cost 1 lakh. Fixed cost 1 lakh. Total variable cost 2,50,000. So total fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost 1 lakh, variable cost 2,50,000. So fixed cost 1 lakh and 2,50,000 total variable cost. So total cost will be 3,50,000. So this is our total cost, and total sales is 5 lakh. 5 lakh total sales. This portion is total sales, and this portion is total cost. Total cost 3,50,000. Total sales 5 lakh less total cost 3,50,000. 5 lakh less 3,50,000. This is 5 lakh sales less total cost 3,50,000. This portion remain, which will be profit. That is called profit. So fixed cost, total variable cost, total sales. Total sales less total cost is equal to profit. Okay. Now when total cost line intersects sales line, break even point get created. Then you can see there are two areas. The area which is shown with plus symbol is called profit area, or plus area is profit area and minus area is loss area. Why? Because if our sales is more than cost, then we have profit. If our sales is less than cost, means our cost is more than sales, then we get loss. So you can see at zero sales level, whether you manufacture or not, zero sales, you are not manufacture even a single unit, even though 1 lakh rupee rent fixed cost you will have to pay. Means your sales line is at this point and your total cost is at 1 lakh point. Means when your sales is 0 units, then also your cost is 1 lakh. Means your cost is higher than sales. This is your sales line. Sales is less, cost is high, so loss. Again your sales line is this, sales line is less and sales line is less and cost line is high. This is your sales line at this point and total cost is at this point. You can see this is total cost line and this is your sales line. Total cost is above sales line. That's why you are getting loss. You are incurring loss. But when BEP points comes, then you start earning. Now you can see this is your sales line, which is above. Now it is above total cost. Your total cost is below and your sales line is above. So your sales is higher than total cost. That's why profit. Sales is higher than cost. That's why profit. Sales is higher than cost. That's why profit. So we have discussed, means up to BEP stage you get the loss. If you are not reached to BEP step, means you are suffering loss. When you cross BEP sale, then you start earning profit, as we have discussed in the last lecture. Up to BEP sale, we have to recover the fixed cost, and when that fixed cost get completely recovered, then we start earning profit. So at BEP stage we get loss, but when we reach BEP stage, you can see this triangle denotes loss, this triangle denotes profit, but this point is a point where there is no loss and there is no profit. That's why that point known as break-even point. You can see at that point your sales is also 2 lakh and your cost is also 2 lakh. So no profit, no loss. That is break-even point. Now you can see there is one angle. The angle created by the intersection of total sales line and total cost line, that angle known as angle of incidence. The angle created by intersection of total sales line and total cost line, that angle called as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence has positive relation with profit. If your angle of incidence is more, what will happen? Profit area will more. If your angle, this is angle, if this is more, then your profit will also more. Means greater is the angle of incidence, greater will be the profit. Lower is the angle of incidence, lower will be the profit. Means angle of incidence is a measure to change the variability of the profit. If your angle of incidence is greater, then greater will be the profit area. If your angle of incidence is less, then less will be your profit. Means angle of incidence has positive relationship with profit. If angle is greater, means more big angle, then big profit. Small angle, small profit. Okay. And the same angle of incidence has opposite relation with BEP. If your angle of incidence is small, then your BEP will be high. Means angle of greater is the angle of incidence, lower is the BEP. Lower is the angle of incidence, greater will be the BEP. Means angle of incidence has positive relationship with profit, but has negative or opposite relationship with BEP. Means if your angle of incidence more, profit more. Angle of incidence less, profit less. Angle of incidence more, BEP less. Angle of incidence less, BEP more. Okay. Angle of incidence has positive relationship with profit. Angle of incidence has negative relationship with BEP. Okay. So up to this stage, what we have discussed? What to show on y-axis, what to show on x-axis. What to show on y-axis? Sales and costs in rupees. What to show on y-axis? Sales and cost in rupees. On x-axis, number of units sold. Number of units sold. How many points we have to make? We have to divide these two variables by a common figure. So we have divided 1,25,000 and 5 lakh by 5. Then 5 points we have made on y-axis and x-axis. Equal number of points we have to make. So 1,25,000 divided by 5, so 25,000. So difference between each point is of 25,000. Then sales divided by 5 lakh, so 1 lakh. So difference between points on y-axis will be of 1 lakh. 1 lakh difference. Okay. So 5 points on y-axis, 5 points on x-axis. Equal number of points we have to make on both axes. Then we have to confer first point on x-axis and first point on y-axis. Means if first point is 25,000 units, then it should be interlinked with the y-axis. X-axis point should be interlinked with the y-axis. 25,000 units sold at rupees 4 per unit selling price 4. 25,000 units into rupees 4. 25,000 into 4, 1 lakh. So first point on x-axis should be interlinked with the first point of y-axis. You can see 25,000 units into rupees 4. Then sale will be 1 lakh. So 1 lakh first point, 25,000 is also first point. Okay, that we have to confirm. So how to draw y-axis, x-axis, which variables to show on y-axis, which variables to show on x-axis, how many points to be made on both axes we have discussed. Then we have discussed fixed cost line we have to draw first. Second, what we have to do, we have to draw the total sales line. Then third, what we have to do, we have to draw total cost line. And if we draw total cost line, that total cost line will intersect your sales line. Then the point will get created, and that point will be called as break-even point, because that point of at that point your total sales and total cost will be same. As you can see, your total sales, this is your sales line, your total cost is 2 lakh. This is your total cost line, your total cost is also 2 lakh, means total cost 2 lakh, total sales 2 lakh. So there is no profit, no loss, and that is the stage we say break-even stage. So break-even point, the point which is created by intersection of sales line and total cost line, called as break-even point. And the angle which is created because of intersection of sales line and total cost line, that angle known as angle of incidence. If big angle, big profit, small angle, small profit. Okay, with profit, angle of incidence has positive relation, and with BEP, angle of incidence has negative relation. Means big angle, less BEP, less angle of incidence more, less BEP, angle of incidence less, more BEP. Okay, so angle of incidence has positive relationship with profit and negative relationship with BEP. And we also discuss two parts of total sale. First part, BEP, total sales less BEP sales. Remaining part will be called as margin of safety. You can see this is our total sales 5 lakh less 2 lakh BEP sales. Remaining 3 lakh is our margin of safety. Means margin of safety is nothing but second part of total sales. If we cut total sales into two parts, first part will be BEP sales and remaining part will be margin of safety. Now we are going to understand its contents, various contents. You can see sales line below, cost is more, sales is less, cost is more, sales is less, cost is more, sales is less. That's why this area is loss area. But at this point, both cost line and sales line at one point, that is 2 lakh. So total cost 2 lakh, total sales 2 lakh, no profit, no loss, that is BEP stage. But when you cross BEP stage, if you sell more than 50,000 units, these are BEP units, and these remaining 25,000 are your BEP units, and 1,25,000 are total units. So 1,25,000 total units less BEP units, then remaining margin units will be called as margin of safety units. So 25,000 your 50,000 are your BEP units, 50,000 are your BEP units, and remaining are your margin of safety units. 50,000 BEP unit, this is your BEP units. 50,000 units into rupees 4 selling price, 2 lakh your sales. So 50,000 is our BEP units, and remaining 75,000 is our margin of safety units. These are 50,000 and these are 75,000. 50,000 plus 75,000, total 1,25,000. So what we have discussed, how to draw the break-even point and how to draw the break-even chart. Again we are analyzing the contents of this chart. Fixed cost 1 lakh, total cost is 2,50,000. 1 lakh plus 2,50,000 is equal to 3 lakh 50,000 is our total cost. This is our total cost. This is our total fixed cost. This is our total variable cost. This is our total variable cost. This is our total fixed cost. Fixed cost 1 lakh. Total variable cost 2 lakh 50,000. So total cost is, this is our total cost. Total cost which is 3 lakh 50,000. This portion is our total cost. And this is our total sales. 5 lakh less total cost. What a part remain? This part, which is known as profit. Okay, because your sales is high, cost is less. Cost is 3 lakh 50,000, sales is 5 lakh, so profit is 1 lakh 50,000. Now we can separate total variable parts, total variable cost into two parts. Your total variable cost is 2 lakh 50,000. So from 1 lakh to 3 lakh 50,000. Total 2 lakh 50,000 is your total variable cost, and that total variable cost we can classify into two parts. This BP line will cut your total variable cost, separate your total variable cost. So this portion is variable cost of BP units, and this portion is variable cost of margin of safety unit. This is your total cost, total variable cost, and this your total variable cost of BP units, and this is variable cost of margin of safety units. Variable cost of BP units 1 lakh plus variable cost of margin of safety units 1 lakh 50,000. 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 50,000, total 2 lakh 50,000 is your total variable cost. Now we are going to understand contents of BP sale. Your BP sale is 2 lakh. So what are contents of BP sale? Fixed cost 1 lakh and variable cost of BP units 1 lakh. Means contents of BP are, what BP includes? Fixed cost, total fixed cost plus variable cost of BP units. Means BP sales, contents of BP sales, this is your BP sales 2 lakh. So contains fixed costs for total fixed cost and variable cost of BP units are the contents of BP. And what are contents of margin of safety? This is your total sales less BP sales 2 lakh is equal to margin of safety sales, which is 3 lakh. That margin of safety sale, what are contents of margin of safety sale? These are contents, you can see. These are contents. This is your margin of safety 3 lakh. Okay. So what are the contents? Variable cost of margin of safety units. Okay. This is your margin of safety sales 3 lakh 50,000. You can see 2 lakh to 3 lakh is your margin of safety, which is 3 lakh. So this portion 3 lakh divided into two parts. So first part is variable cost of margin of safety unit 1 lakh 50,000. Second part is of profit 1 lakh 50,000. So profit 1 lakh 50,000 plus variable cost of margin of safety units 1 lakh 50,000. Then 3 lakh is your margin of safety. Means what are the contents of margin of safety sales? Variable cost of margin of safety units plus profit. Means variable cost of margin of safety units and profit, these are the two contents of margin of safety. Margin of safety is nothing but the part of sales. So I am summarizing again. Y-axis sales rupees, cost rupees. X-axis number of units sold. Then number of points to be made, equal points on x-axis, y-axis. We have to divide two variables by a common figure. Suppose we have divided by 5, then 5 points on x-axis, 5 points on y-axis. 1,25,000 divided by 5, 25. So every point, difference between every point will be 25,000. 25,000 difference, 25,000, 25,000 difference between 2 points of x-axis. And here 5 lakh divided by 5, 1 lakh. So difference between each point will be of 1 lakh on y-axis. So what is to be shown on y-axis and x-axis when we determine. Then we have to draw fixed cost line. First we have to draw the fixed cost line. Then second, sales line. We have to draw sales line. Total sales 1,25,000 units sold at rupees selling price 4. 1,25,000 units into rupees 4. 5 lakh is our total sales. So total sales point to 0. We get the total sales line. First we have drawn fixed cost line. Then sale cost line we have drawn. Then third, what we have to do? We have to draw total cost line. From fixed cost point we have to draw total cost line. Or total cost, variable cost is 2,50,000, fixed cost 1 lakh, total cost will be 3,50,000. So 0 to 3,50,000. So 3,50,000 is the total cost of 1,25,000 units. So 1,25,000 units and 3,50,000 total cost. Then total cost point we get, and that total cost point we have to join to fixed cost line. And when we draw that total cost line, our total cost line will intersect here to sales line, and that intersect the point created by intersection of total sales line with total cost point created by intersection of sales line and total cost line called as break even point.